Hello everyone, today I will talk about the dependency injection and inversion of control. The dependency of injection is actually the main component to write clean and testable code. It helps you to separate your class and responsibility better. When you write properly, you will have a much more cleaner environment to write testable codes. So what is inversion of control? Inversion of control is a design principle. Your framework should be able to create and calling your classes by separating the responsibility from class and method level. So by example, if I want to tell you that without IOC you ask for apple and you are always served apple when you ask more, but with IOC you can ask for fruit. You can get different fruits each time you get served, for example apple, orange or watermelon. So obviously IOC is preferred when you like the varieties. So side by side, if I go DI versus IOC, IOC is a design principle and DI is a design pattern, and IOC states that the framework should be able to handle class creating and calling. On the other hand, DI helps you to separate your class responsibility. It actually a form of IOC. Your class will be provided with the dependency they will need to run. So IOC is a design principle, it's not implementation. You will have to understand that, and DI is actually what we do in our code. So this is a home controller. You can see that it has a constructor and also a small action method here. So home controller does not create its own logger. That means that if you see the constructor here, this constructor will be initiated when you pass a logger here, but this logger it's not a class, it's an interface. This home controller requires an iLogger implemented class to initialize the home controller. That means that iLogger needs to be implemented by a logger class or any type of logger class, and that needs to be passed by our IOC container. I'll talk about it later. So what is interface? If you didn't know about it, I have made a small slide. That is, it is a key to writing testable codes. It can be mocked because you will not be able to test using the real object sometimes. So mocking is important for testable code. It helps you to separate responsibility so that you can focus the classes you are writing. It creates an abstraction between implementation and signatures of the class. That means that the user or the developer will need to understand the signatures only, or know about the signatures only. They will not be able to see the implementation. Most of the class or framework we use sometimes use this, so we don't see the concrete implementation of the class. So what is IOC container or injector container? We sometimes I hear that it refers to the tools you will have to achieve DI and IOC in your code. That is, one of them is Castle Insert, Autofac and Inject. They are very popular, and newly added that ASP.NET Core has its own IOC container. So that's all. Thank you.